everyone, and welcome to this short Qigong class in collaboration with VillageOffice. My name is Sibylle, and I'm a certified White Tiger Qigong instructor. And as many of us are working from home these days, or have been for weeks, it's very important that we get up and move. And while it may be tempting to just sit on the sofa and answer our emails there, it's very important that we use movement and breathing to get rid of some of the stress and tension that builds up in the body, especially during these challenging times. So I want to give you a few very simple exercises that you can do, whether it's working from home, even back at the co-working space or at the office. You don't need any equipment, you don't need a mat, you don't even need to get changed. All right. So before we start, just a few words about Qigong. Qigong is a 5,000-year-old science of human potential and development. It originated in China. There are many, many different styles of Qigong. The style that I practice and teach is 5-element and 5-animal Qigong. So it's a very dynamic style. We move like the elements. We imitate the nature of animals. They're a lot of fun. And it's medical Qigong. So we are really massaging, activating, squeezing, and detoxifying our organs, activating the meridians, working with the fascia from head to toe, and really using our whole body, moving, but also doing breath work and meditation exercises. So it's a very dynamic Qigong. I love it. And the exercises I'm showing you are very simple. They are a selection of the Meridian Qigong exercises that we do as a warm-up before some of the more dynamic forms that we practice. And if you're interested, I'm going to give you a teaser in the end of what the 5-element and 5-animal Qigong can look like. All right, so to get started, just make sure that your feet are shoulder width distance apart. Your knees are slightly bent. Your tailbone is dropping down. So your spine wants to be neutral. So tailbone is dropping down here. Your back here wants to be straight. Knees are slightly bent. And imagine having lemons under the armpits. So there's a little bit of space under your armpits. Tongue touches the roof of your mouth. And now you can bring your hands over your lower dantian, which is the energy or battery storage center in Qigong. So bring your hands on your belly, left hand over right for women, right hand over left for men. And feel where your navel is. So your hands want to be about 3 fingers width below your navel. Close your eyes for a moment. We're starting with a short meditation and some breathing exercises. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, cleansing breath. Two more. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale as if through a pinhole of the mouth. Releasing any stress or tension. In through the nose. And exhale through the pinhole of the mouth. Now keep your eyes closed and keep taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. On the inhale, feel your belly expand. And on the exhale, it contracts. And you can imagine a ball of fire in your belly, in your lower dantian, pulsing on the inhale. And contracting on the exhale, starting to build some energy. Keep taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feel the ball of fire expand on the inhale. And contract on the exhale. And for a moment, bring your attention to the feet. Feel how your feet are evenly distributed on the ground, grabbing the ground with about 10% tension. Feel your ankles over your feet, your knees over the ankles, your hips over the knees, your shoulders over the hips, and your head resting on the shoulders. And from your feet, imagine that there are roots deep like trees growing into the earth, connecting you to the ground below, providing nurturing and support, the attributes of the element of earth in Chinese medicine. And from the top of your head, imagine that there is a thin silk thread pulling you up towards the sky, elongating your spine, allowing all the organs to hang in their respective sphere. Take 3 last deep breaths in and out through the nose. On the inhale, your belly expands, the ball of fire expands. And on the exhale, it contracts. Last one. And then you can release the hands, open the eyes, and start to shake. So this is a really good exercise to warm up your body when you're stiff in the morning or when you feel you've been sitting all day. So lift up the arms over the head and really throw away the arms, loosening all the joints and the fascia through the arms, palms towards your face. This is great when you've been typing for too long, palms away from your face. And then again to the side. Now lifting and dropping the shoulders. And now you keep shaking the arms, but you shift your weight onto one leg and start shaking out the knee. And then the ankle, as if you want to wipe off some droplets of water. Banging the foot, keep shaking the arms. Shaking out the knee first. And then the ankle. And then again the whole body. You can also jump up and down if you need to, if you have excess energy. Again, arms over the head. Really throwing out the arms. Palms towards your face. And now start to make the movement faster, but smaller. Faster, faster. And hold that ball in front of your lower dantian. On the inhale, it expands. On the exhale, it contracts. Shifting the weight onto one foot, stepping out. Both legs are straight, coming forward with a straight back and start rolling the ball from the hips. So the movement here comes from the hips and the arms just follow as a result. Roll the ball to one side. This really activates your hamstrings, but also the insides of your thighs. Back to center. And rolling the ball to the other side. And back to center. Both feet are firmly pressed into the ground. All toes are touching the ground. And slowly roll up. Shift the weight. Step back. And we're moving into a neck side stretch. So on one hand, press all the fingertips onto the thumb. The other hand is flat, pressing down towards the earth. And the ear goes to the curled hand. So this is a very strong stretch for your neck, all the way down to the fingertips, activating the gallbladder meridian, but also all the fascia in your arm lines. And just breathe in and out through the nose, unless I give other instructions. All right, clapping the hands together, warming up the palms, placing your hands on the kidneys below the ribs, and small circling of the hips. Girdle vessel rotation. So start very small. This is a great warming up of the lower back and the kidneys. And then start to just expand the circle, rotate outwards. Big circles. Until you feel you've reached the maximum. And then you slowly circle back in. And then change direction. So again, starting small, massaging the lower back, the organs in the abdomen, and then increasing the range, circling outwards. Until you've reached your maximum rotation, and then slowly circle back in. Release the hands. Bring your hands together, lift up one foot, ankle and wrist flossing. So very slow, turning your palms, rotating the ankles. This is really great for the nerves that go through your ankles and wrists. Change direction. And you want to keep your palms pressed firmly together. This activates the acupressure points at the heart of the palm. Set the foot down. Change the grip of the fingers and other foot. Slow, big rotations. So really feel where your maximum range of motion is through the joint, and this will improve over time. Change direction. And then set the foot down. Release the hands. Cross the elbows, and now with straight legs, slowly come into a forward bend. Heavy elbows. Let the neck hang loose, and just really relax here. And then on the inhale, slowly roll up. Keeping the legs straight. And then bending the knees, squeezing the bottom to protect your lower back. Exhale, look up into a small back bend if you can. Inhale back to center. Straight legs. Exhale, rolling down. All the way. Heavy elbows. Relax your neck. Inhale, rolling up. Important to keep the legs straight here to not break the superficial back line of your fascia. Bending the knees, squeezing the bottom, and exhale back. Inhale, center. And exhale with straight legs, slowly rolling down. This also activates the bladder meridian at the back line of your body. Inhale up. Which corresponds with the superficial back line of the fascia. Bending the knees, squeezing the bottom, exhale back. And here we're stretching the superficial front line of your fascia. Inhale, center. Last one down, exhale, sink. Have the elbows, release the neck. All the way down. And last one, inhale, rolling up. Very slowly. And then releasing the arms. Interlacing your fingers. Palms towards your face. And then you turn the palms to face the sky or your ceiling. Really stretching the arms to your maximum stretch here. Inhale on the toes. Sink and exhale, side stretch. Looking under the armpit, maximum stretching of the arms. Back to center on the inhale. And again on the toes, inhale. Exhale, other side. So the left side squeezes the spleen. Back to center. Very softly release. And as we bend to the right side, we squeeze our liver, activating the lateral line of the fascia of the opposite side. And of course, all the muscles between our ribs. One more. Inhale, interlace the fingers, palms to the sky. Stretching the arms on the toes. And exhale, side stretch. Looking under the armpit, maximum stretching of the arms. Back to center. Inhale up. And exhale, other side. Liver and spleen stretch. Back to center. And exhale, slowly release. Do this slowly. This has an effect on the sympathetic nervous system. Calms the heart rate. Slowly down. And last exercise I'm going to show you is opening the heart to the sky. So you bring your arms forward and you coil the pinky fingers out here. Very strong coiling, activating of the fascia in the arm lines. And then on the inhale, straight arms to the side. Squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back, looking up. Exhale, coming forward, hugging the shoulders. And now you're rounding the upper back, coming to your toes. Drop and open. And again. Exhale, coming forward, hugging the shoulders, rounding the upper back on the toes. Drop and inhale up. So here you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together. Stretching the chest area, opening all the front, the whole front of the body. And exhale, forward, hugging the shoulders, rounding the upper back. And open. Bring your palms forward, palms facing your face. Focus the energy on the palms for a moment. And then close. Lifting the arms up. Inhale. And sinking down. Exhale. Sinking the Qi. Very slowly. Check your stance for a moment as we did in the beginning. So make sure your feet are shoulder width distance apart. Your knees are slightly bent. Tailbone is dropping down. Lemons under the armpits. Tongue touches the roof of the mouth. And then bring your hands back onto the lower dantian. Let's take a few last breaths in and out through the nose. Close your eyes. And come back to the ball of fire. So imagine the ball of fire expand on the inhale as your belly lifts. And contract and condense on the exhale. Take a few last deep breaths in and out through the nose. The inhale, the ball of fire expands. On the exhale, it contracts, getting smaller and smaller, condensing the energy. Last one. Then open the eyes, release the hands, bringing the hands together, warming up the eyes, and then we're going to give ourselves a Qi shower, so tapping the head with the fingertips, really activating the face, your ears, the head, and then with the flat hand from here on down, top to bottom, under the arms, down the front, and then the back, the legs. And then rest your hands on your feet for a moment. And slowly roll up. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this short session, and next time you get your coffee, maybe you'll do some shaking and some stretching, some of the movements that we learned. This is just a selection of the Meridian Qigong. Normally the Meridian Qigong is about 14 exercises that really flow into one another and that get us ready for some of the dynamic forms that we practice. So I can give you a little teaser of some of the forms. So for example, there's Tiger, which is with the metal element. Tiger is very strong, it really opens up the lungs. The lungs are connected to the emotion of sadness and stress in Chinese medicine, so we want to flush out the negative emotion and bring in the antidote, which is joy and happiness. So we very much work with the emotions in Qigong as well. And there's another form I just want to give you a teaser of, which is Dragon with the water element. And Dragon activates the kidneys. So the kidney meridian starts at the bottom of our foot, that runs here through the inside of the groin up to here. And by twisting back here, of course, by twisting the thoracic spine, we're giving our kidneys a very strong squeeze. So we're massaging the organs and creating space for new blood flow and energy to come in, detoxifying and flushing out some of the things we don't want. And in Chinese medicine, the kidneys are connected to the emotion of fear and anxiety. So it's a very good form to practice at the moment, flushing all that out and bringing in feelings of peace, courage, and willpower. And then there's Crane. And Crane is connected to the heart and the pericardial meridian, so very strong coiling here of these meridians, but also activating all the arm lines of our fascia and of the superficial back line. So very strong form, element of fire, flushing out excess desire and bringing in contentment and peace. So I hope you like these teasers. If you want to learn more, you can visit my Instagram, which is Swiss Qigong, all in one word. I teach on Zoom at the moment, private classes and groups, and hopefully outside again very soon. All right. Hope you enjoyed this class and see you soon. Bye.